Rachel Zegler, once seen as Hollywood's next big thing, is now at the center of a storm that has everyone talking. With Steven Spielberg and Francis Lawrence reportedly distancing themselves from the rising star, questions are swirling. Was it creative differences, personal clashes, or something far more dramatic behind the scenes? Stick around as we dive deep into the stunning downfall of a once promising actress whose dream run just hit a massive roadblock. This isn't just another Hollywood story, it's a cautionary tale in the making. And if the whispers are true, the real story is even more shocking than anyone imagined. Could this be the fastest fall from grace we've seen in years? Rachel Zegler, from Cinderella to superstar. Just a few years ago, Rachel Zegler was the name on every casting director's lips. Bursting onto the scene with her powerful performance in West Side Story, Zegler was hailed as a breakout star. Handpicked by Steven Spielberg himself, Rachel became Hollywood's darling overnight, winning awards, headlining major projects, and landing lucrative endorsement deals. She was the new face of a fresh generation of stars, blending talent, charm, and relatability. Everyone wanted a piece of Zegler, but fame, as they say, comes at a price. And lately, that price has gotten very high. Now it seems the industry that once embraced her is starting to turn its back. Her Cinderella story could be turning into a Hollywood cautionary tale. The Spielberg and Lawrence partnership. Steven Spielberg and Francis Lawrence are two titans in Hollywood, names that carry serious weight. When both filmmakers decided to back Zegler in separate major projects, it was seen as a stamp of approval for her skyrocketing career. Spielberg had already launched her with West Side Story, and Lawrence tapped her for the highly anticipated The Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. With their influence, Zegler's star seemed unstoppable. Until now. Their partnership with her was meant to be a long-term investment, but cracks have started to show. For two directors of their stature to reconsider, something serious must have gone wrong. Both directors are known for nurturing talent. This sudden shift raised serious eyebrows in the industry, trouble behind the scenes. Sources close to the productions reveal that tensions were simmering for months. Reports suggest that Rachel's behavior on set was becoming increasingly difficult, with accusations ranging from creative disagreements to issues with punctuality and attitude. Hollywood insiders whisper that what started as minor issues soon became impossible to ignore. Spielberg and Lawrence, both known for their professionalism, reportedly grew frustrated with the mounting problems. In an industry that thrives on reputation and reliability, Zegler's rising star was suddenly dimming fast. Multiple insiders even hinted that meetings were held to discuss how to quietly move forward without her. It's a classic case of talent colliding with expectation, and in Hollywood, that rarely ends well. The fallout begins. When rumors started that Spielberg and Lawrence were rethinking their association with Zegler, the internet exploded. Fans were shocked, critics started speculating, and entertainment news outlets began digging deeper. Was Rachel Zegler, the once untouchable Hollywood darling, about to face professional exile? Although official statements remain guarded, insiders claim that Spielberg quietly backed away from future collaborations, while Lawrence's team started eyeing replacements for upcoming projects. It wasn't an outright firing, but in Hollywood, silence can speak louder than words. And when the big names stop picking up your calls, the message is clear. Suddenly, Rachel's calendar wasn't looking as full as it once did. Zegler's public persona under scrutiny. Rachel's social media presence, once seen as charming and relatable, has also come under fire. Critics argue that she's made a series of tone-deaf comments and controversial posts that alienated parts of her fan base. In today's hypersensitive environment, one wrong tweet can cause a wildfire, and Zegler seemed to be playing with matches. What once felt authentic now reads to some as arrogance, a shift that hasn't gone unnoticed by industry insiders. Public perception can make or break a career, and Rachel's image is facing its biggest test yet. Fans who once defended her are now questioning her every move. In Hollywood, online missteps can sometimes be harder to recover from than box office bombs. Creative differences or personal clashes. While official reports remain vague, many speculate that the split wasn't purely professional. Sources suggest Zegler clashed creatively with directors, pushing back on script choices and set protocols. Some label her confident and bold, others difficult and hard to work with. In Hollywood, there's a fine line between artistic integrity and being labeled unmanageable. Spielberg and Lawrence, known for running tight, respectful sets, reportedly didn't appreciate the disruption. What started as healthy debate reportedly spiraled into full-blown tension on set, creating an uncomfortable atmosphere. When the creative process breaks down, even the biggest projects can crumble. Industry backlash and support. Hollywood's response to Zegler's troubles has been mixed. Some within the industry have criticized her for burning bridges too early in her career, while others have rushed to her defense, calling her outspoken and brave in an industry that often punishes women for asserting themselves. The debate has turned Rachel's situation into a broader conversation about power dynamics in Hollywood. But make no mistake, while debate rages on Twitter, agents and producers are watching closely. The entertainment world loves a comeback, but it's brutal toward those it deems too risky. In an industry where reputation is everything, Zegler's learning just how quickly fortunes can change. One misstep, and the doors that once opened easily can slam shut forever. Zegler's response, silence, or strategy. So far, Rachel Zegler has remained mostly silent on the swirling rumors. No official statement, no candid interviews, no social media rants, just carefully curated posts promoting her current projects. Is this silence a smart PR move? Or is she plotting her next step behind closed doors? In the past, silence in Hollywood can be strategic, or a way to ride out the storm and avoid fueling the fire. But with speculation mounting daily, silence can also be seen as indifference or arrogance. A single misstep now could either rebuild her image or shatter it completely. And the longer she waits, the harder it may be to control the narrative, the future of Spielberg and Lawrence's projects. Both Spielberg and Lawrence are moving forward with or without Zegler. Spielberg, ever the visionary, has a dozen new projects lined up and isn't likely to look back. Lawrence, meanwhile, has been quietly scouting new talent for his next big film. The message is clear. In Hollywood, no one is irreplaceable. Rachel's departure, whether forced or voluntary, will open doors for fresh faces eager to prove themselves. The machine keeps moving, and the industry's attention span is notoriously short. Today's scandal is tomorrow's forgotten headline, unless Zegler makes her next move wisely. And Hollywood, ruthless as it is, has a habit of making examples out of rising stars who stumble. What's next for Rachel Zegler? The big question remains, is this the end of Rachel Zegler's meteoric rise or just a bump in the road? Some believe she's too talented to disappear completely and expect a rebranding effort soon. Perhaps a humbling interview, a new indie film, or a carefully selected role to rebuild trust. Others argue that the damage is already done and that Hollywood's harsh spotlight has moved on. One thing's certain, Rachel Zegler's next move will be the most critical of her career. Will she emerge stronger and wiser, or will she become another cautionary tale of fame gone wrong? With Hollywood's gates both wide open and fiercely guarded, her future hangs in a delicate balance. And in this town, second chances are rare and never guaranteed. Rachel Zegler's rise to fame was meteoric, but in Hollywood, even meteors crash. Do you think Spielberg and Lawrence were right to distance themselves? Can Rachel Zegler bounce back from this setback? Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news from the world of entertainment's biggest stories. Because in Hollywood, fortunes can turn in a heartbeat, and no star shines forever.